Yo, hello. Welcome back to my this time top 10 best metal albums or my favorite metal albums from 2023. And well, let's get right into it. Number 10 is a French black metal, symphonic black metal band called Deathcore Society. Um, a friend of mine came to me and recommended me their old records, their old record, and they sound they sound a little bit like Emperor, um, and those guys missed this kind of metal music, and they thought, why not do it themselves then? And I'm very glad they did. Um, their new album, Enlightenment, is epic, epic as hell. It's from the beginning to the end. It's relentless. It's a relentless pounding black metal. The screaming is very intense. The melodies are amazing melodies. Every time I listen to that record, I get inspired to write some black metal riffs myself. It's 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 really amazing. In the beginning, you will be probably overwhelmed by a lot of input and a lot of information that gets thrown at you. But once you give it a little bit more listens and you get accustomed to it, then it opens up like a flower, and you notice the details, especially in the symphonic arrangement and heavy as hell. It's really fast. It's has also great atmosphere. Really loved it. Deathcore Society, Enlightenment. Really recommend. Um, Number 9, I have these guys. I'm a little bit biased. I'm not as a. I'm more accustomed to deathcore in the last couple of years, but I'm not a. I'm still a novice in that genre. But from the beginning, back in the day, those guys, something about them. Maybe probably it was CJ's voice or I don't know. I really loved it. It really got me hooked, and I think this might be heresy to say, but I think this is the new album from Die Hard is Murder. Godlike is my favorite album from them. I know everybody loves Hate, and Hate is great. Say that out of context. Um, yeah, Hate is amazing, but I think the songwriting is more diverse. It's more, um, it has more dynamics. The atmosphere, I love the atmosphere. Great lyrics. And I have to say that I like, maybe it's biased, but I like the CJ version better. I don't mind the new singer. He's great. And I also listened to the new singer's versions. And I saw them live a couple of months ago in Hamburg. And it was great. He was great. The band was great. It was amazing. That's where I have this T-shirt from. So no hate against the new singer. I just prefer CJ's voice. I just like it more. Maybe I'm accustomed to it, but something about it. It's more raw. It's more. It hits. It's a specific point. Um, and yeah, I love it. I Destroyer of Dreams or basically all the songs. There's one song, Godlike. The song Godlike is I don't care as much for that one. But other than that, love it from start to finish. Um, Great breakdowns. Yeah, Diotis Murder, Godlike. On number 8, I have one of my favorite death metal bands, and I'm so glad they came back and released a full length. It's Cryptopsy with As Gamora Burns. This is exactly the death metal that I love, with a lot of blast beats and a lot of dynamics and just the sheer craziness of the instrumentation, the musicianship is just out of this world. Uh, Especially for a drummer that is, I don't know, in his 40s, I think, I assume he must be. Still comes up with clever grooves and amazing blasts, and they finally cracked the code with the singer. The way the sing as a I know he tried his best, but his past efforts in singing Matt, the singer, was not the best. I would say I really always loved his high screams. That was always it's always my favorite part. But now since he's using false chord instead of fry, um, thank God. um, this is exactly how they should sound, and it's great. The funny thing is, by the way, um, at first when I listened to the album, I was actually disappointed. I had extreme high expectations, and I was like, huh, all right, okay. And for whatever reason, it really didn't click at first listens. Um, but then I don't know what changed, but maybe I listened to the dynamics and the song structure a little more. I was a little more focused on it, and then I realized how impressive everything was, and then I was more open minded to the ideas and to the songs, and now I'm like, this is amazing. As a yeah, it's an amazing album. It's really really aggressive, extremely heavy, very fast, very technical, and yeah, this is how I love my death metal, and this is why it's number 8. Sorry. Um, at number 7, I have a band that I also found fairly recently, and I'm so overjoyed because I'm a humongous Mayhem fan. Humongous. In my friend group, I'm the biggest Mayhem fan of them all. And I especially love the Blasphemer era, not early, late 90s until 2008, where he left the band. All those EP, the records, the albums that they did together with him, I fucking love it. it's it's a specific dissonant atmosphere, and those riffs, the something about them. I that's exactly this is the grimy, the disgusting. It's exactly what I love, and I was so sad when he left Mayhem, and I like those Mayhem records that came afterwards, but it was not the same. It's not the same, and he got inspired, I guess, from some old recordings that he found, and then he made this new solo project band called Reum, and Reem, yeah, and it really encapsulates that old black metal sound that he did, and it's like I felt like when I discovered it and I listened to it, I felt like a kid on Christmas. Like, this is what I wanted all those years. Yeah, number 7, it's Ruin with Black Royal Spiritism, and yeah, it's I love it. It's has this very eerie atmosphere, very dissonant, and he has this French drummer. I don't recall his name, but amazing drummer that he recorded the songs with. He did everything. He did the lyrics. He did the singing, the guitar, the bass, and everything. And it has this early 2000 Mayhem vibe. Then I eat up. I eat it up. And man, the album is from the beginning to the end. I really love it. It has this amazing atmosphere that I really love. Now, number 6, I have a band called, also a one-man project, another one, Atavista, from Canada, with Cosmic Warfare. And oh boy, what an album. Jesus. If you miss some really great winter sun, well, there you have it. This guy is really inspired by Winter Sun and Insomnium, and you can clearly hear it. And I'm very glad for it because the production is amazing. The riffs, the singing, the symphonic arrangements, the whole product is it's a masterpiece. It's really great, and it's so melodic. It's so there's some really fast tracks, but also some slower, more epic songs. And I really love Winter Sun, and this is I always can't put it into words. It's that great. Because probably because it's not from all the metal, it's not my favorite genre. It's probably not on number 1, but it could have been. But there were some albums that hit me on an emotional level stronger. There we come to number 5. Number 5 is also a very obvious pick, which is probably also included in a lot of other metal top 10 lists, is Sleep Token with Take Me Back to Eden. And feels like all the rest of the world. I discovered Sleep Token this year. At the beginning of the year, I think they came out with Chokehold. And I was very eager when the album dropped, and I listened to it, and well, what a surprise. It's on my favorite list, so of course I love it. I love the voice from Vessel. Songwriting is great. The drumming is amazing. The drummer is really good. And there's something about those lyrics, man. That really gets you thinking and really gets you in the fields. Ascensionism is a standout, or Take Me Back to Eden. Really amazing melodies, amazing hooks, great sound. I know some might say it's maybe overproduced, over processed. I don't mind it because I know that he can pull it off live. I saw them a couple of weeks ago, and it was in my top 10 favorite concert experience. It was that great. I think the hype is real. I know that there might be some controversial. They might be a little bit controversial because of their use for pop sounds, and here there's some R&B rapping, and I think that's very creative how they do it, and I love it. I'm a sucker for it. We come to number 4. Number 4 is I have a very and it's not really complicated. Uh, if I'm being honest, it's just it's also obvious that's on the very high on my list. It's a Black Braid 2 from Black Braid. Um, Also a very obvious pick for obvious reasons because that album also one man band or one man project, not one man band. Um, Once the intro is over and the album starts, you're like, what the hell is happening? So an amazing epic album. I know I'm using probably amazing and love it and a lot in those videos now, but I can't emphasize enough how great this album is, and especially the sound of it. That's like basically, I know the snare is a little bit too loud. I think production wise, but maybe that's just me. But other than that, I think it's basically a perfect black metal production. Um, Amazing songwriting. I love those riffs. And the one thing that's complicated for me about it is that I'm super jealous. I'm also a musician that mixes death metal with black metal, and I use a lot of black metal riffage that is similar, similar style that he does, um, without the Native American stuff as well. This that of course I don't use, but because his riffage is so great, I'm so jealous. I want those riffs as well. I want them to be my riffs. But well, if that would be the case, then yeah, so then there would be no album like Black Braid 2. So the hype is real with this one. Amazing. Like I said, this I highly recommend, and everyone, even people that usually don't listen to black metal, should give it a try because it's the production is, like I said, really great. The singing is ferocious, and it's addicting. It's really addicting. This album. um, well, now we come to number three. My number three, and that is a band that also in this modern metal genre where people are like, okay, is it metalcore? Is it not metalcore? I don't know. I don't care what label it has. It's Invent Animate with Heavener. Um, ah, Such a great album, and it's it has perfect pacing. The production is great. The singing is amazing. The guitar riffage is very creative. It has a lot of dynamics, and it flows by like this, and it's it's I can listen to it when I go out. I can listen when I'm showering. I'm listening as a it's it's so amazing. It's heavy. It's catchy. It has everything that modern metal should be like and should sound like. It's great. I think it's a masterpiece. Like Black Braid 2, also masterpiece. This is also a masterpiece in my opinion, but for a different reason. And some of the songs, some of the singing especially, really really hits hard. And I highly recommend it. Invent Animate. It was such a surprise um, that I discovered them, and great, great album. Cool artwork also, and for everyone who loves modern metal, you should definitely check that one out. Now we come to number two, and with number two, it's a similar situation with Cannibal Corpse. It's a band that I'm very nostalgic about, and at first I was like, I don't know, since the former singer is not in the band anymore, and he was really like the poster child, poster boy for the band. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but they they proved it last time already that this works, and this time it's even better. What I'm talking about is Immortal War Against All. Demonas um, took this to took this to a solo project basically, and does everything himself. Probably without the drumming. Drumming did someone else, and I was like, okay, I would give it a try just out of curiosity, just to listen to how it sounds, and I was mind blown. From start to finish is it's it's exactly how Immortal should sound like. It can it's up there with some of the greats. Um, Maybe not as epic as At the Heart of Winter, but it's definitely Sons of Northern Darkness. It really can compete, and I even like the voice that Dominos has. It's very immortal. The lyrics very immortal. The sound very immortal. Very cold and very ferocious, but also very epic, and some great melodies. Those riffs. I love those riffs, and oh man, it's like Immortal's essence in a record, and I couldn't be happier about it, and it's it's great. War Against All. It was like my biggest surprise that it's really yep, yep. Every song I listen to, yep, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, for all black metal fans, I really highly recommend War Against All from Immortal. Well, now we come to number one, and number one is a interesting, special one, and I don't see that one. Look, I saw that one just at one list, best metal list. I think it's a very underground, very unknown band from Belgium, and they play a specific metal genre that it's not really maybe one or two times represented kinda on those in this list right now, and I neglected that genre. I'm talking about the genre of progressive metal. It's not as I really love it. It's one of my favorite, but I somehow I not really listen to it much. Or if I listen to stuff, it was from a different year. And the band that I'm talking about, and is my favorite and the best metal album of 2000 2023 is the band Omni Rot with the Amnesial Sunrise, the Amnesial Rise. Sorry. um, I don't know how to put it into words. Everyone that I showed the record to, they always like said stuff like that the mouth was wide open, like 2 minutes in the first song is amazing. So like I said, it's a fucking masterpiece. It's really great. They make this strange mix where it's like Devin Townsend meets Muse meets Opeth. They have some growling stuff, some technical metal stuff, but also some jazzy influence, and the typical progressive stuff. And the voice, the singer is those high notes that he can nail. It's I it's yeah, like I said, this this stuff really hits exactly right with me. It's very creative. It's little. It's you might sometimes need a little need one or two listens to fully understand and grasp what they're trying to tell you or what they're trying to say. Um, but I think it's a concept album. I think from what I heard. And the funny thing is, I saw them. It was surprising. I saw them live, but not for the reason that I wanted to see them specifically. I was going to support a friend of mine who was um, playing for before them, and I'd never heard of them before, and I watched my friend perform, and it was great. It was fun, and then we saw the other bands that came afterwards, and then Omni Rot was the big headliner, and I was like, okay, what is that? And they had this amazing light show, and I was so surprised, pleasantly surprised. It was a really, really great live show, and it was such a bummer that there was not so many people left to experience that. And those guys need some support. It's my biggest encouragement to everyone who sees this video to go out and support Omni Rot from Belgium. This they deserve it. Their album is so great. It's I'm listening. It's like almost every day for the last couple months. I'm listening to that record. It's I almost can't put it into words. Yeah, it's so progressive. It's so heavy also, but also there's some catchy moments as well. It's it's so creative. It's so creative and it's musically outstanding. So, Omnerod, you guys, you are number one in my heart, in my book, for the best metal album, best metal band in 2023. Yeah, and that's it. That's basically it. My favorite albums. I think it's a great list. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, of course, but I can highly recommend all 20 of those, and especially, of course, the top 10. Go out, check them out, support them, buy their stuff, go to their concerts. Yeah, man, I love metal, man, and I love how creative bands are nowadays. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want more talks about metal bands, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.